Alright, we're streaming Gundam Online Japan. It's pretty early. It's not even 9, 8:33 p.m. August 4th, 2017. It's Friday. Hey, Uncle P. I had to stream because I wanted to announce, or dare I say, vent out the info, or the little preview of the next buff nerf thing that they're doing. I thought I could like get that out there. But yeah, it's I took a nap, but you know, I worked half a day today. And these half a day days, I don't know, leaves me weird. I don't know, like I don't feel right. For whatever reason, I feel better after coming home, like on a full day of work. Strange. Half days feels different, but I guess it is different. But anyway, yeah, they announced the new changes that they're gonna make to the game. Like a preview of it. It's not specific, but it's enough to cringe over what they're telling us. Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. I don't see anything really positive, like something to, what do you call it? Like bang the table in approval, like a Viking. I don't see any. But when they're supersizing the Chibiak guy, I don't know how big. I hope he doesn't like Ultraman out and become humongous. But that's one of the changes. They're like nerfing the crap out of the Chibiak guy. It's like specifically. But anyway, we'll get to that. Exactly, Uncle P. I don't feel right, like, getting away with half a day of work. But anyway, they're changing the down point system slightly. They announced it during one of their live streams that they were thinking about making it so that the bigger suits have more down points. So they're putting in this like tier system, where I guess like certain suits under certain like size classes are giving like different tiers in the down points. So there's 3. So right now you get 2 bars, right? Where one's a stun bar and one is the stagger bar. So you get 400 points of down points you could take. Right, like currently, you get 400 down points worth of stun gauge. Where if that's depleted, you get stun for a second, and then after you deplete that, you got another 600 points of gauge until you get staggered. They're making it so that there's 3. Whereas the first level, I guess these are like the regular suits. Get 500 and 500. 500 stun, 500 stagger. The second tier is 550 and 550, and then third tier, like the Humongo suits, I guess it's 600 and 600. But see, like this, and then the tank types, the ones without legs that don't get knocked down, only take half down point damage. But that's been like that. And they're all gonna get level 3 down point gauge. I guess they're just announcing that right now. So like, yeah, it's good that fat suits are getting more down point gauge, but it looks like they're changing the weapon focus again. From to the like the beam weapons, like the charging beams and the beam cannons, because if we go down further, there's a lot of buffs happening to the charging beam rifles, the charging snipers, and the beam cannons. Like, shotguns are getting some strange buff, where they do more down point damage, but their accuracy is reduced, and their rate of fire is also reduced. That's like... That's not... I don't think that's a buff. I mean, shotguns do have a low down point potential, because regular shotguns would only deal about like 200 down points per like a full hit on a single burst. So, like, unless the down point is getting like doubled, it doesn't really make a difference. You still need to do 2 hits to deal the full like over 400 or 500 now, I guess. But then it's getting its accuracy and its rate of fire reduced, so that like sucks more. I don't know. But here, like, charging beam rifles is getting a down point buff. Beam cannons is getting a down point buff, down point damage buff. Charging snipers are getting a damage buff. I guess this will sort of... Actually, no. Sniper rifle buffs are never needed. Sniper rifles are dumb. But they're getting more damage now, because you can't one-shot guys anymore like you used to be able to with charging sniper rifles. And we got, like, buffs to machine guns, because machine guns are kind of weak. Although I mean, I use full auto machine guns, okay. You can, like, keep down point bar from regenerating, like the enemy's down point bar from regenerating with full auto machine guns. But they're getting down point buffs, like the 3 burst machine guns. They're getting a down point buff. They're getting it, but they're getting an accuracy nerf. And single shot machine guns are getting a down point buff, and the size of the bullets are getting bigger. So I guess they're like getting sort of like becoming closer and closer to becoming beam rifle like, but not exactly, because beam rifles are mainly Federation weapons, and you can't have weapons that are as good as Federation. No. But I mean, I guess they'll eventually get there. They're doing it slowly. Whereas right now, like semi-auto type F machine guns have a slightly bigger bullet flying thing than the other types, but I guess they're making it all type F size. I don't know. And the net gun type W specifically is getting a splash radius nerf. Okay. But see right here, like, with the charging beam rifles and the beam cannons getting a down point buff, if it's like doubled, then we're going back to the era of the gun cannon 2 days, where they're just like knocking dudes out of the sky and not allowing any like movement in the front line, because everyone's too afraid to get shot by like beam cannons and charging beam rifles. And especially with this down point gauge change, reading the rest of this, I didn't see any down point buff for bazookas. And bazookas currently deal at most like 470-ish something down point damage, which means that once this change hits, bazookas can't stun guys on a direct hit, in a single direct hit anymore. You need 2 shots, like what I did with the bazooka type M. So that totally sucks. So they're changing the focus from like bazooka down point dealers to the charging beam rifle like again. I don't like this. And also, going down further, the GO is getting a new weapon. It's not saying what weapon it is, but it's like it's getting an extra weapon. Bukino Tsuika. It's also getting some kind of base damage nerf. But see, it says it's getting a base damage nerf. Like the GO specifically, its beam swords will deal less damage to a base. But then its beam sword D2 types, dash melees will consume less boost gauge. The D2 specifically. I don't exactly know like the proper Super Meta Geo weapon setup. I'm not sure if the D2 is like what people use. I'm assuming it is because it's the biggest. But with the Geo, you can get away with like using less damaging beam swords because they all just deal decent amount of damage. So might as well save up on your boost gauge by using like a lighter version. But now that the with this buff, the D2 sword using less boost gauge, it means that you can just D2 all day, and I guess it also means that like rentals aren't as good as like silver prints anymore because the rentals get like the regular beam sword. Oh, exam is getting like a buff, but only certain exam suits. This is funny. So like in exam mode, you get more melee damage, and it's saying like the melee attack animation is gonna change. I can't remember. I use exam suits so rarely. I can't remember if like going into exam changes the weapon animation for the dash melee animation for the current exam suits. I don't think it does. I guess they're making it so that it will. But the changes are only happening to 3 suits. The Blue Destiny Unit 1 and 3, and the Ifrit Kai. Like, they skipped 1. There's 4. They skipped 1. They skipped a Xeon 1. Why? I'm assuming because I think the Unit 2 Blue Destiny already... I think its melee animation changes when you go into exam, don't it? Because he does like a 3-hit melee, whereas if you don't do the exam, he only does like a 2-hit. I don't remember. But it's kind of lame that both Federation exam suits are getting the change, but only one Xeon suit. It's not like people use the Blue Destiny 2 anymore because of the GO. Like, what's the difference? And then here, like other specific suits are getting changes. Like for the Federation, the Alex is getting like I'm guessing these are dual Vulcans, the dual Gatlings or something. Seisha gata Buki no Tsuiga. It's getting like a what do you call it? Like a salvo weapon. And usually, I don't know what the hell you translate Seisha, but like this usually refers to the dual like wrist weapons or the dual cannons or whatever. So it's getting an extra weapon, the Alex. I'm guessing these are dual Vulcans. I thought the Alex only had its Gatling gun on one arm, but I guess it has it on both arms. And it's getting changes to its melee animation because people melee with the Alex. Like maybe they want to make it a melee, or I don't know. The Zeta Gundam's Hyper Mega Launcher is getting more DP, down point damage, and the Mozilla Top, like the grenade launchers, are getting more damage. And the Thunderbolt Fag is getting more armor. Like, why does this need buffs? It's getting more armor. It's like, what is this? It's getting, I guess it's getting buffs and nerfs. This is more like a, but it's actually looking more like a nerf. It's, like that explodey shit that no one likes, that it does. No one in Xeon likes. Its rate of fire is getting nerfed. But it's getting a combat program. It's getting a melee. Does the Thunderfag even have a melee? I don't even think it even has a melee, but it's getting it now. I've never seen a Thunderfag melee, so I wouldn't know. So it's getting more armor, a melee, and its rate of fire on the dumb like explodey shit nerfed. All right, so the Axe does have. Well, now we'll be able to fire using both arms. Wonder how much it's gonna weigh though, the weapon, because I think one of its few disadvantages is that it doesn't have a whole lot of balance bar, or yeah, balance. So like if you put too many heavy weapons on it, you get like a shitty bonus. So double Zeta Gundam, the regular double Zeta Gundam, I like rarely use or see this, so I don't know what this change implies, but it's like dual mega beam rifle is getting more ammo and getting a recoil reduction, or recoil change. Recoil adjustment. And it's high mega cannon. I don't think the regular double Zeta's high mega cannon charges, but it's getting more range. I think I used it like a rental of it, and I thought this thing didn't have enough range for how fat it is and how it gets knocked down. The full armor Gundam, the full armor double Zeta can't get knocked down, and that's why it's like 10 times superior to this thing. But I mean, I've seen like a few people use it, and I always wonder why. I wonder if there's like a specific thing that you do with this on certain maps where it becomes viable, but I haven't really bothered to figure it out. It's getting more range on the high mega cannon. So the full armor double Zeta is getting edits to its volley howitzer-like missile pod, that rain of death that kills everything from like way out of range of every other weapon that you have. It's getting a reload time nerf and a down point damage nerf. I don't think the down point damage matters on this thing, on that weapon. It's just like if you get hit by it, it just kills you. But I suppose you can, if the nerf is big enough, you'll still be able to maybe like get away from the center of the explosions. Because usually you just kind of get stunned and then just take the rest of the hits and you just explode. And I guess reload time is okay, except that usually on like a full armor double Zeta friendly map, there's like 20 of them on the opposite side. So almost always at any one time, there's just howitzers coming down at you. So I don't know if this matters. Oh, the Thunderpack it has a kick? I've never seen it before. Can use in shield mode. Oh. So isn't that the combat program? Well, it's getting another combat program. I wonder if it's like a bull charge, like with the shields. Who knows? Okay, so the full armor double Zeta is also getting the reload time on the Type W, like 8-shot missile pod. Increased, nerfed. This is the one that everybody uses to just get points. It's one, I mean, that's what I use on my full armor double Zeta. Just from like way across the distance. You just like clip guys with your explosions, and then other things kill it. Or just a mass like full armor double Zeta, just like all 20 of them, just salvos of it, just over and over and over at a point of cover, and it'll just kill anything behind it. So it's getting a reload time nerf. But again, with enough double Zetas in play, I'm not sure if it just matters. But I suppose like a nerf is a nerf. You personally wouldn't like it flying a double Zeta, but in mass it won't make any difference. I don't know. I guess only time will tell, and it depends on how much it's gonna get nerfed. So Xeon Cubile, the Cubile is getting its movement type change from hover to just regular walking, or I'm not sure if the animation will change, but the Cubile will be considered like a regular walking unit than a hover unit. Which I think they should just do with all hover suits, because hovering has no benefits in this game. Hovering just makes you like slide out of cover when you're trying to like just get behind it real quick. You like slide out of it and you won't be able to like turn yourself and go back. In order to do so, you have to use like your boost to do it, but because hover types consume more boost initially at the start, it's like compounding non-benefits, and it's just garbage. And it's usually on fat suits hover like movement, so it makes it even worse. That's why you don't see Doms and stuff, usually because Doms are hovers and there's no benefit. And like they usually have like low boost recharge and shit. They should just remove hover, or just make, I don't know, do something with it to make it more beneficial. And also the Cubelay is getting like salvo, full salvo type funnels. Doesn't the Cubelay fire all its funnels at once already? 静車式ファンネル. Do other Cubelays have like a salvo, like a funnel type that's designated as like a salvo type? So it's getting those, if those already exist. Maybe the Mark II has it. And the Glemmy Bell is also getting the Zeta Gundam's Missile Top, wrist Missile Top buff. And also this thing. This is the one buff that that I kind of nodded in approval. Though the Bell could still use more buffs, but still the direct fire missile launcher, quote unquote, the beams that comes out of his missile launchers, instead of it firing 2 shots, it's only gonna fire 1. Which sounds bad, but in essence it's good. So I'm pretty sure it's still gonna fire 2, animation-wise, but what that means is that both shots are gonna go in the same direction, in the same spot, whereas right now it fires 2 in 1. So its damage is doubled, but because of its lack of accuracy, you can't hit with both shots at like a reasonable range. So it kind of sucks. But if they made it so that it fires a single shot and the damage output is equivalent to the current dual shot, if both shots hit at once, then this change will be good. If this change makes it so that like it doesn't deal as much damage and like it doesn't deal as much down points, then it would suck. Because the good thing about the dual direct fire missile launchers is that if you do hit with both, it deals decent damage. Not as much as a beam rifle, but with everything having beam coating and stuff, this is like one of the weapons that's like a beam rifle that can ignore beam coating. But if both hit, currently you get damage and down points. It deals. I think you can get a stun with both hit. It's a pretty decent weapon. It would be a pretty decent weapon if they weren't so inaccurate. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Like if they made this, if they get people excited over this announcement, but they ruin it by nerfing the damage and shit, that's just gonna totally suck. And still gonna keep the Bell shitty. Well, because I always thought if this weapon would function properly, the Bell is salvageable, because the dual missile launcher, the dual direct fire missile launcher, it's got decent range, it's got damage, and it's got the down point dealing, but it doesn't got the accuracy. You can't land both shots most of the time, and if you fire the weapon at a range where you'll guarantee both shots landing, the Bell usually like gets wrecked, because this thing doesn't function well at close range. You think you'll just like wreck it, because it doesn't have the damage output to be able to like vomit out death at something that jumps at you. You gotta like tiptoe your way toward the front and just like peck at them from a distance and then fly away. That's what this thing does. But it's just currently just not worth the 380 cost or anything. Alright, anyway, so we'll have to see about the Bell. Because I have a Bell, and I think it's like an extreme underdog, and I want to use it more, but it's not doing your team any good flying this thing. It's just a liability, and it's not good. So the Dolphin Wolf is supposedly getting some gun buffs, but I don't know. It's getting its incoms more range, because the current incoms range is laughable. And and I think a lot of people laughed too, because this weapon was added later, because people were complaining that the thing didn't have incoms when it's supposed to, and it was like a big middle finger from the dev team going, alright, so we'll give you the dumb incoms because you guys won't shut up, and it was just like just a completely useless weapon with no range and no damage or anything. But this is getting some range. I'm guessing this is gonna be equivalent to the what's that suit? The Totter Ritter. But that thing doesn't even have a whole lot of range. It's got good enough range for it because it's fast enough to get within firing distance, and then manage to maybe like pull out. But the Doberman Wolf doesn't have that luxury. It doesn't have speed, and it's got like 3 times the size. Yeah, I don't have the patience to battle well. But if I can like apply pressure with the missile launcher, then it's different. That's what I always wanted to try with the bow, like, and it just keeps failing. It's the thing's not accurate, and when things aren't accurate, it's not reliable. So when you're thinking, all right, so with this single shot, I'll deal the stun. Like in the current meta with the down point, you're sort of like counting how many shots you need to get the staggers and the stuns, and when you have every once in a while a single shot missing because of inaccuracy, the weapon's inaccuracy reasons, then you don't have that reliability. Like you won't know that with this shot you'll stun, so you can like basically switch to like its wrist bazooka or whatever before confirming your hit. You know, you can't preemptively switch weapons because you're not sure if both your shit's gonna hit or not. But if this will guarantee me like a certain amount of down point damage per hit, then it'd be more useful. But again, it just depends on the other changes to the weapon. If they're just gonna keep the same damage and down point output while keeping it a single shot. But then again, this change is gonna ruin everything, because when both shots hit, it deals around 400 some down points, I believe, with the bell, and if not, like 200 something. So with 2 hits. If you land 2 hits, that's a stun. But since they're increasing the stun to threshold to 500, you'll need 3 hits. So I don't like this change. This doesn't need to change. I don't know why they're changing this, but they are. It's lame. It's just gonna make a whole ton of suits with bazookas not as good, as in it's gonna suck. All those like old type suits that's got the bazooka type M's that I'm like trying to use because I like the older types are just gonna flop. It's like I can't deal the stun with the bazooka type M fast enough. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that shield beam's range. Why it's so shitty. Alright, so anyway, and the Doberman Wolf's getting like, I don't know, the Mega Beam cannons, it's getting more ammo, and it's getting recoil adjustment, and the Mega Launcher is getting more range. So I can't remember what the Doberman Wolf has as weapons. It just has a lot of beams. I don't know which one is a zoom. I guess the Mega Beam Cannon is its Vomit Barf? No, because it's getting a recoil adjustment, so it's the one that doesn't recoil. What is that? What else does the Doberman one have? It's got like the not as good like full on my double Zeta is like missile volley, or more like the Quinn Mantha's got it. The Mega Launcher is its barf beam. I don't remember, but for those that know, that are aware of their Doberman Wolf and its capabilities, you're getting these changes. The Quinn Mantha is getting a speed buff. Now, if the speed buff is in the levels of the full armor double Zeta, they could be moving to make the Quinn Mantha a direct mirror. But the Quinn Mantha doesn't have the wrist 3-shot, which is the what the bread and butter of the full armor double Zeta. I think that weapon alone makes the full armor double Zeta just way better than the Queen Mantha. Not just the speed, but it's got this and the big explosion, 3-shot wrist bazooka. Queen Mantha's got like, it's got a wrist bazooka, but it's not a salvo for whatever reason. And it sucks because to fire, if you use Type M to get 3 shots, to fire each one, it has to like raise its arm and then fire. It's not insta-fire. It's insta-switch, but it's not insta-fire. I hate those weapons. So many Xeon suits have them. Like Dazissa, for example. It's got a wrist Mazilta, but he has to raise his hand to fire it. It's freaking annoying. And if you have multiple weapons in a clip, it has to raise its arm each time to fire each shot, because he lowers it every fucking time after firing. It's annoying. The Queen Mantha has that problem. But it's getting a speed buff, so that's good. Bunch of possibilities with a Queen Mantha having more speed. Just depends on how much. If it, like, a lot of times when they say that a suit is getting a speed buff in previous updates, it's like in the ranges between like 5 and 10. If the suit's lucky, maybe 15. Whereas the speed doesn't really matter much at all. But it's getting it. But then, like, here it's getting treated as a full armor double Zeta, getting a mirror nerf with the Type W 8-shot blast thing, chest blast, which is the equivalent to the full armor double Zetas. And it's getting its that focused fire funnel. Its down points is getting reduced. Which is what it did. It didn't deal any damage, because you can't ever get a full hit on with it. It's like a barf beam but in funnels, right? But you'll never get a full hit in, but it deals the down points, so usually, upon impact, you'll stagger the guy. But because you almost always land the funnels while the guy is moving toward cover, like, even if you do got that stagger, you can't do anything about it. But that you can't even do that anymore with this change. I'm guessing they're treating it, for whatever reason, as a mirror to the full armor double Zeta's like death volley, because that's getting the same nerf, or it's getting a similar nerf. The death volley is getting a DP nerf, and so is the funnels. It's dumb. I guess we'll have to see how much the speed changes. The Queen Mantha is another suit that just doesn't need to be hovered too. The hover makes it all slidey and shitty. Alright, so the final Xeon suit change is the Thunderbolt At guy, and it's just getting hit with the nerf stick so hard. Its incendiary head rockets are getting patched, edited. Oh, wait a minute! Oh, I saw. Oh, okay. I've come to conclusions too quickly. Wait a minute, I need to change things. I need to renounce what I posted. Hold on. I need to reduce this. Get rid of that. I need to change the description on Twitch. I thought that the Thunderbolt Eka is getting bigger. I thought the Thunderbolt Eka is getting bigger, but it's the... Hold on. It's the rocket launcher, the rockets, the size of the rockets are getting bigger. But my past self, I can totally see why he made the wrong assumption, because like, who the fuck cares about the rocket launcher size, or the rocket size? It's not the size of the explosion. The size of the explosions are getting smaller. The rockets are getting bigger. Who the fuck cares? Those rockets travel so slow anyway. And it's getting less range. It didn't need all that range, I don't think. But I don't think these changes... Well, some of these changes might not affect the one I use, which is like the Yoga Flame, because like I said, the size of the rockets, who the fuck cares? It explodes instantly. The range, I mean, it explodes in your face, but the range does kind of help. Like if it's like reduced to like the Arjaja's like face rocket range, then that totally sucks, because that thing is a fine example of shittiness. Alright, so I don't think anyone's seen or read anything that I posted anywhere about the patches, but I gotta renounce my flipping out over the Thunderbolt that guy. Fire rockets are getting changed, not the suit. Okay, so that's good. So it's still gonna stay small. So I was like, I was ready to have this as the thumbnail for the stream, but I'm glad I did this most of it for the major part of the stream so far. Alright, so it's getting some nerfs to the Incendiary. That's okay. I'm just hoping it's not to the Yoga Flame. But most people use the range version than the Yoga Flame, I noticed. Even though I feel like the Yoga Flame is infinitely better. But I can see that the range version, you can kind of just keep launching volley after volley from a safe distance. But currently, this thing is serving as Zeon's frontline suit right now. And I feel like the suit's strong, but I feel like nerfing it is just gonna hurt Zeon's frontline game a lot. Because without this suit, Zeon's gonna have a hefty hard time pushing lines. This thing just goes in and just, like, and makes gaps in the enemy's defense, weakens it, before, like, the more expensive suits charge in. That's what this thing does. Like, it functions well with the GOs, since you can incendiary them and basically stop the enemies from running, and then the GOs flatten them. That's what this suit does. Or, like, while the GOs are doing its spinny dance of death, you can, like, finish the guys off that the GOs couldn't kill on one blow. And they can, like, without having to double back to finish the guy, the GO can just keep going. But okay. Alright, well, it's getting its heat blades buffed. I never had room to use the heat blades because this is just bread and butter. Machine gun, incendiaries, and rockets. Like, using the heat blades stops your movement, and I feel like that kind of hurts the rhythm for the Chibiaka. The Chibiaka can get massive, fast-paced rhythm going with its weapons, and that's what I like about it. You can just keep pressure, but when you use the heat blades, it makes you stop in your tracks, and then the enemy can kill you. So I feel like the heat blades aren't worth using, but it does have the combat custom as a trait. So I guess for people that has combat custom, that's like me, who's got to use weapons that the trait pairs to. I guess this buff is a good change. It's getting more range on the dash melee, like it goes further. And it's getting the recovery time after the melee is reduced. I think that's what that means. Yeah, but the Thunderbolt ad guy's melee is small like the Heat Hawks, right? But because the suit, I think because the suit itself is small, like the Zakus, they extend their arm to do their swings, which leaves a gap in the melee, like centered on itself. So like a lot of times, you'll be within range, but you'll miss because you'll arc around the enemy. I've done that so many times, and that's the thing that I don't like about the Heat Hogs. But the Thunderbolt Akai doesn't have that much of a problem with that because it's small and it's what do you call it? The center axis for its melee is smaller, right? So it's got less of a gap in its melee. So people are having a lot of luck landing blows with the Heat Hog on this thing, or the Heat Blade. And it doesn't have a the handle like a Heat Hog. The Chibi Akai just has the blade, the hawk part. The Heat Hawk, the blade part. He just carries it kind of like the melee weapons in like Front Mission. You know, that's like a random reference. So it's got less empty melee gap, which makes the melee okay, and it's getting better. And I'm assuming this change is being made so that the melee can keep up with the fast-paced rhythm of other weapon setups, the bread and butter setup, because it's getting less recovery time in its melee, so you can just like keep going, keep moving. That's what it does well, as long as you can manage your boost gauge, because this thing has a pretty low boost gauge for a 320 cost suit. So you have to like find certain gaps between the enemy's attacks to recharge your boost. But I'm still so glad that I reread this, and that I didn't like continue thinking that they're gonna make the Chibi Akai like henching into an Ultra Akai. Okay, so those are the changes. How long did it take? How long did that take to do? 45 minutes, whatever. But yeah, in conclusion, all these changes are nice, but to me they don't really make much of a difference. It's a down point bar changes. This 400, this bump for the stun to go, the bump that the stun gauge is getting from 400 to 500 is worrying me. Like, if you look at the Zaku 2F, or this, no, not this, is a bit. Actually, this is. So I guess heavies with the 3-point bazookas are still okay with this change because they deal like around, they deal over 500. They deal near 600 down points per salvo if all three get direct hits, which is very unlikely. But suits like, give me a suit. I don't know, just look at an assault class. So you see I'm using Type M. It deals 421 down points, which with a direct hit will get that stun. And then you can follow up with a second shot. And that'll most likely be a direct hit because that guy is stunned from your first shot. So this has been helping me out. And if you can hit with all three, that's a stagger. And that's why I've been using Type M, but you won't be able to do that anymore. You'll have to direct hit with one, and then like splash hit with the second shot to get the stun. But just having to fire that second shot to get the stun is too much time taken away in your attack. It's kind of like the problem with melee weapons not dealing enough damage with the current amount of hit points that most suits have. When you have to like go back to finish them off with the second melee, you usually get killed by that time. You make that second hit. So you want your melee to kill a guy in a single shot. The bazooka type man is gonna have that problem where you're having to expose yourself longer to deal the down point damage. And see, like all these bazookas, they don't deal 500. They don't deal 500 down points. Like, look, even the stern falls. But this is type W. Guess the type F might deal. No, it's still not. And melee weapons, I think when you melee, when you dash melee, it deals triple down points too, but single hits won't deal 500. So there's a whole lot of this, bumping it to 500 makes a lot of weapons less useful. Like as if they're shifting the focus, the weapon focus, to charging beams again, to sell the next line of DX suits, which will have all these like charging beams and beam cannons and shit. So that's what I feel like they're doing. That's what they tend to do to continue selling suits. Is like they'll make a major update change based only on the current suit list, right? And then they'll release new DX that can play outside the rules of the new balance set for the current suit list. And then they'll start breaking the game again, and then a year from then, they'll make overall changes to nerf that balance to release new suits to break the next balance. And it's just that cycle. But yeah, this sucks. So but I wonder if charging bazookas. I have to go back to charging bazookas. No, charging bazookas won't even do it. Charging bazookas at full charge deals 1.5 times more damage, 150% more damage, which translates to 150% more down points. So its initial is 315. So it'll deal, yeah, 460, 70 something. Just barely not enough to deal the 500. So I'm seeing this. Because I'm a heavy bazooka user. You know, I noticed this instantly. I was like, oh, the change is lame. That stun that you can get from bazooka weapons in the first shot it's fairly integral to my play right now. Having to hit him twice is just that's too much time. It's too much time when you're like when you consider like linking that stun with other weapons. Like there's a lot of suits where it's got bazooka type M, and then you'll be able to instant switch to a weapon that's that deals lots of damage, but is like hard to land on moving suits. That's where bazookas come in handy, because you can get that stun to stop the enemy from moving, and getting that stun off also takes a chunk of their boost gauge, which makes for them like running away from your follow-up like harder if they were like already boosting around. I don't like this. But I guess time will tell. See, like, just a lot of the bazookas are balanced around the 400 stun. Like, the Shar Zudok, for example, right? He deals 200 down points, but it fires 2 for a total 400. So if you can get both hits, which is hard, but you know, if you land direct hits with 2, you're rewarded with a stun. That's not happening anymore. Shit. So I'm gonna have to look at all the suits and see what's just getting hit by the increase in the down points. Let's play a game. And people are talking about the changes in the chat. Let's look at the bell though. pretty sure it's dual direct fire missiles dealt decent down points. Now if it deals like 250, and they're directly translating that single shot on 191, so not as much as I thought. But the other types deal over 2. But Type M, it's got a rate of fire that's fast enough to, unlike bazookas. Bazookas, the Type M bazookas do have a decent rate of fire for a bazooka, but that Type M, what's it called? Well, it's in the description. It's high velocity missile launcher, but basically it's just like a ballistic beam rifle. But its rate of fire is pretty decent enough that you can get 3 hits in, or 3 shots in. And the shots are high velocity, like you can hit targets at range, but not with both. So I need this map. I want to level the Toter Ritter, and I made my silver. So I might just bring 2. And go with 2 low costs. This one, I didn't put the bark beam on him. Gave him an income. I'm not sure if that'll work on this map. I want to give this thing... I think I want to... yeah, we'll give this thing to melee. And this will have the incomes, and I'll see how the incomes do on this map. I don't think it's going to do well. Oh, what are they saying? I probably should. God damn it.聞くコストきたい？ちょっと待って。I didn't... Delos, get out of here. I can't see the chat. That's way complicated. I need to... Whatever. My bullets aren't reaching. Whatever, that's fine. I got time to read it. Whoops. Hot desu. Fuck, wait. Ah! I wanted to land behind there, but couldn't. Ran out of boost. That's why I'm leveling this thing. So I can level it. Or I can upgrade it. Alright, so RZ just got wasted. That's awesome. Get up. Wow, they're hitting super hitting X. This sucks. Another, are they going for Y? You're going for Y or they're going for X again? We've got no radar up there. You know what, I'm just gonna go this way. Beep, 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 beep. Ouch. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. I'm gonna die. Caca! 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 Oh. Bam! Oh shit! Oh, good thing I had the shield. X 捨てていい。445。We're abandoning X. Because we can't win unless we take their C. Okay. Bird. Hot desu. Bird. Yeah, and its bird is reusable. It's pretty awesome. The chat delay will always be horrible, Uncle B. It's just an inevitability. You might as well call it the Psycho Zaku. It's more Psycho Zaku than that red thing. It's got way more Psycho to it. I'm really disappointed with the Psycho Zaku. It's not Psycho Zaku at all. Where are they coming from? Come on, man, my stun shits aren't hitting. Hokyukan kara bitotsu. Where's that? From here? From the sky? Jikan ga nai. So up this way. Okay. I wonder if I can make it in 45 seconds. Try. Bird! Nah, gonna make it. I'm gonna pee real quick. can. Oh, we're not getting that commander. That commander, the commander that the game, the last game, is pretty cool. Like compared to Federation commanders, who just whine and bitch. And he's pretty good at it. That's probably why we lost, because they tried their damnedest to beat him. More whiny, bitchy Federation guys on the op 4. It's awesome. Hi, Mr. the Hikonyan fan. How are you? Do I go full? Let's go for the win, I guess. We're going full Total Ritter. Though frankly, I'm not really good at running bases, period. I've been trying, now that I got a suit that does it well. But so far, I've only succeeded in Tecnomacan Desert, hitting base C, you know, that the big tray. But that was not very hard to do. I'm actually gonna go with this first, because I gave it more boost gauge and some extra boost recharge for the silver print, and I didn't upgrade speed because I made it mainly for running base reasons. And because, you know, you don't need speed when you go into the Hades mode, since you're using the melee to move anyway. It doesn't have barf beams, so I don't need the speed to keep up with the target. To stay on target with the barf. I use the oh, if I could just like go in there and just Hadesu all of them, that'd be awesome. Just go. Oh! I got Gundam hammered! Alright, fair enough. Let's go defend. Let's go defend with Hadesu. Hadesu! Haha. No, halfway in, I realized how much of a bad idea that was, because the GOs are meleeing base. You live and learn. Haha! Hippie just used his entire awakening mode on a single Zaku, DJ. Yeah, I mean, I was okay with that death. I am okay with dying against weapons that are, or against suits that aren't made of people using suits that they want to use. You know, like Gundam hammering. I thought the Gundam hammer. Ouch. And the Xeon counterpart, the Zakuto Kai's melee. I guess it'll stay meta forever. This map is so dumb. by the way. Oh god, that was close. Oh shit, I'm getting shot at. These like geo maps where whoever has the most geos wins. Let's go this way. Well, we took out their base. That's cool. Doesn't make this map any better. What? Oh, that was the... Oh. I thought that, that was a Zaka 3K. I was about to melee the tank, so I switched targets. No, it wasn't a repair. It was just a repair guy using up his 320 cost to melee a freaking G-Bowl. Intelligente to the max. So we'll stay diligent here. They run wide, we lose. That guy is full of Intelligente too. He's all like, "Ah, my support machine gun's gonna wreck all of you." The only guy, you know, this is Sparta. Hey. Alright. Blind them all. Alright. It's alright. Come on, if I can just respawn fast enough and get that thunderbolt out there, I can. No, I don't need healing. Minoskied, so I have to rely on our eyes only. I don't want to win. I only got 100 points. Alright, did I say I don't want to win? I don't want to lose. Get up this way? Oh, I can. Okay, good. So I'm gonna stay on top of the base. Just gatling anything that comes near it. I am the last line of defense. But then we should win now. This might be good to move out. But that's how I lose all my games. It's just, you know, like... ignore my duties for like a second, and then they get through. I'm like the worst goalkeeper. Oh, we're going back, we're going back, we're going back. We're going back. They sit on the bar. That guy. Okay. Okay. Uncle B. Bye. I'm pretty sure I didn't make barf beams on this guy. Nah. Where is it? I don't even see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. No, yeah, I didn't even unlock it. I don't even think the thing... Oh, it does have a shield. I can take it all. But then it saved me that one time, so I'm not... Another 41 event tickets. I got these things to sell. I got 14 briefcases from somewhere. So what does... What else can I unlock in this? I unlocked pretty much everything I wanted. Gotcha tickets? But 5 for 30 of these? It's a little steep. Maybe I'll just get some garage space. Garage space. Garage space. And when I get 20, I'm gonna get the second chance item. The second chance items are possible DXs if they run an event where DX tickets show up randomly in the loot. What happened? Green crashed. Cool. Game picks the best time to crash too, you know, when you're loading into a game. You know, when you need to look at the map to figure out what suit you want to run. Oh, it's Arctic Base. It's the battle area version. Do I run 2 Ritters? I feel like I should run 2 Ritters, a little too high cost. feel like I should. Just throw in Chibiak guy. Oh, the game's starting already. Oh, Chibi first. I have yet to get anything out of the challenges. Wow. Did that get me one? No. It's I gotta retake a flag. Nope, goodbye. Where are they going? They want to X. I don't think I'm fast enough. I can say that. Whoa! Warp beams. Not this. Where are they? Pretty sure that guy's dropping mines, so I'm gonna run. Not a whole lot of action's happening in the center. It looks like we're doing too well. How did Silius disappoint? No, F your missiles! Damn it! I don't like the whole the game taking your boost gauge away when you get stunned. Even you can use it to your advantage, knocking guys out of the air or getting the guys to stop his movement. But it's annoying. I would have been okay without it. Something was shooting at me on the side. I'm glad someone took it for me. Ah! That dude's being an asshole. He just like is launching missiles from the sky. Man, I can't get the range on that grenade right. I've been using the Type S, but I... Oh shit, I'm dead. Yeah. To hit guys with a jam grenade that's like directly in front of me. But there's just certain maps where it just doesn't have the range. Or I can't use it as I want to, so I switch it to the Type N, but that thing has too long of a cook time. Or fuse. Where are the repair guys? I haven't seen a single one. The hell's... Whoa. Get that asshole. Someone shoot him with me. Come on. Just launching his dumb missiles. Okay. Kill him. Kill the bodies. Let's go, Chibiak guy. What's he doing? No, I need to leave. Escape, boo! No! Man, all this full number double zeta death. It doesn't matter where you go, you're getting hit with explosions. I might have been better with 2 Ritters. I'll have to go the other way. The shield gems, mate, they flip out when you get in with the stun grenade or the jam grenade. Like they remind me of cockroaches that you hit with the spray. Just out of range to hit those guys in there. Afraid of the G-Bulls and their dumb melees and their I'm just afraid of G-Bulls, period. They're gonna take... Fuck! Dude! No, easy mode. I need to find a better way to infiltrate the center with melee. Yeah, I generally don't use melee on this map, but if you can get good at it, melee is awesome. But there's different routes for melee. Like with bazooka weapons, most of the time you're trying to figure out where they hide, and then just flashing them. Melee, you gotta think differently, where you gotta be like, oh, how do you get to that place, right? Something to do on my... Something on my to-do list is what I want to say. Oh god! Are you in ramen time? I am in ramen time. We have 7 repair guys, but I've yet to see one. I see one for like a second, and they explode. But maybe I should be running C with the Ritter. The guy just used a scout, a drone, to find their radars. Like, see, I should be timing my Ritter spawns with my melee runs after a guy takes out of that radar. We are keeping them out of the center. Just the full armor double Zetas, they're killing, but they're doing it from outside the ring. When to leave. Oh, they're going for X again. Shoot from inside here? Or outside? It's kind of neat because the Thunderbolt gets like a boost consumption bonus in rush mode in the air. You can kind of use that bit as cover. I'm out of ammo. Oh, there's all the repair guys. Friggin' repair central out here. What the? Instant repair. I need ammo though. Uh-oh. This hole is like the worst place to be. Can I escape out of this hole? Yeah. Just repair this on there. Oh, repair. No, you're going the wrong way. Don't go that way. Where is he going? Ah. So we get to keep the high ground. Oh, there's a sniper over there. So I shoot through here. No, always something. Next time I'm gonna try like going around this way and then coming around and hitting those guys that are, I guess, all the full armor doubles either camping with the exit from the tunnel, or above it. They're standing on top of the mountains. Going directly in with the hottest is a bad idea. Well, we won. That's what matters. Hey, I got a Mukube vase. Alright, well, that's cool. I can try, I can try doing better with the Hagesu. I might take Chibi Ekai out, or you know what? Maybe for this map. But then I think the water, the knee-high water in the center, takes out incendiary fire. I don't even have any setups with this guy anyway. So maybe the Chibi Ekai is a bad idea. Chibiaka is never a bad idea, just I think there might be better suits. It's a risk. So let me go back to type the type. I don't have the type S. I don't even have this saved. Well, damn. Is this the J type? This is the J. Maybe if I go to the F. the F might have type S. Switch to S and off. There it is. Alright, let's go machine gun type M. Instead of the H. Saying there's a kill count focus platoon on their side. Let's go with this Hadasu first. Oops. And if they do completely take the center, I'm fucked with the Taurus Ritters. Without a way in, I can't use my melees. Huh. The funnels might not be insta-switch or insta shield rays. I'm seeing like few frames of animation. See, like, whereas the chest Vulcans are maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. I hope it's insta switch. Where was I? I'm not Hadasuing yet because there might be a chance that they're taking their main force somewhere else. No, they're over here. Let's go wide. Get bogey. Bogey down. Jet. Flee. Yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I should do that from now. I should go wide. Yeah, so that, like that guy was saying, they're focusing on the center. They're confident in their ability to kill things. That platoon, so they're going for a mainly battle area strategy. So just can't get too complacent here. Or even wider. There we go. Ah! We looked at each other and was like, we're doing this! No, but his melee is better because he just sticks his swords out. It wasn't Grudge. Yeah, it's Birdman. It's Kaka. I've stopped doing the Kaka to focus. No more fucking around with the Taurus Ritter. You need to focus on getting used to it. Back. Yeah. See? Feels like you don't get enough range here. You're just hunkering down in defense mode. Can't see anything. I'm kind of arguing on the effectiveness of jam grenades, but the jam grenades are funny. That's why I've been using it. So should I spawn here? Sure. That's what you said. I love to maximize its boost cap and boost recharge, so I can just caca all day. I feel like I just can't get enough cacas in. Like he runs out of gas. Ouch! Alright, hovering here is bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Run, run, flee, 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 flee. I wonder, can I shoot out of this? Oh, I can! That's epic! I'm not hitting anything, but I can shoot out of this. Probably not this, no. Only the head, or the arms. I'm so dyslexic. That's bad. But yeah, they're definitely doing the kill death on us. Just hoping to get on top of that box so I can then hop onto the ledge up there, but no, I want to slip off. That's some kind of nut. Oh yeah, I deal a lot of damage. How are you? No! Runs last 100 seconds. Yeah, they're slowly taking the center. But we still got dudes on there, so that's better than nothing. Oftentimes, when they have a full, when the Federation employs a full battle area strategy, they just take the entire thing, and we can't get inside. And it's like suckage for 20 minutes. No, stop shooting me. Oh, what? The hell does he hit me with? Oh, it was one of them guys. Well, great. I was thinking it was just like a regular beam rifle, but no. He had that, bad place to be. Bad place to be. Run. Follow the leader. Hide. Ah, shit! Hide and seek failed. Now I'm in ramen time for 40 minutes or 40 seconds. Just like the can't. My brain won't pick the right words to say. Well, that's the crutch you'd take for bringing two expensive Evo suits. Man, we ran a little bit of C and B, and look, we ran all three bases, yet their gauges, they got a lead on us. They haven't touched ours at all. So that's saying a lot. That is indeed saying that they're employing base 1 strategy. So maybe I should, but see, base C, what base can the Taurus hit with his melee? I wanted to like practice in training mode or something to find a route, or like look for one through someone's replays. I don't know base 1 routes. For right now, I want to focus on killing things. I'm getting good at killing things with the Kaga. I'm bird. Ah, I'm bird. Escape! Miraculous escape! Right, let me just So I don't get stuck in ramen time again. I'm just gonna run some Zaku's before I run. Gonna. Nice! That was very Zigzeon. Oh, Zigzeon, motherfucker. Bernard Wiseman says hello. Through the grave. From the grave. Man, we're hitting their base, but... they're wrecking us in the battle area. Just... full armor Gundaming. They're doing a better job than the last team that we faced. For sure. Hide, 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 hide. Yeah! Where? I see dots all over me, but I don't see where they are. They're probably on the... Fuck! Glad he missed. No, that one didn't. Alright, let's run. Birdman Kaka. I'm like worried about this beacon. Should we be worried about this beacon? Let's go check it out. I'm just not gonna Birdman Kaka because you can't recall while you're doing it. So do we just... okay. Oh! Stupid sniper. Ah, they maskied. Alright, there we go. Go. Hades, go. How long is it going to take to destroy this thing? There it goes. I'm out. Should have switched it to the head guns. Dude. Oh, but while we're doing that, we lost gauge. Maybe that was a bad idea. We should just kept focusing on the battle area. Or no, also I made it. Good. I think we're gonna make it. Hopefully my breaking that door helped. game is too close. Hi! This game's too close! This game's too close! Give him the BA, give him the BA! Kill Gundams! No! Oh, really? Was that fully battle area loss? I'm kind of curious to see the scoreboard for the Federation. Yeah, they did no base damage. That was all entirely man death and battle area keepage. This is base damage. This is kills, and this is battle area damage. That's ridiculous. But that's full armor double zetas. Okay, level 4. Wondering if I should switch characters for the last game. Nah, whatever. I'm lazy. Last game. You have to complete a daily challenge. I'm tempted to put on the boost consumption reduction module for melee, but putting modules on anything costing more than 340, it just actually 320 it increases that cooldown too much. $340 cost suits, it's sometimes worthwhile, but like 320 cost suits, especially 320, 360, it's usually not. Like 320 cost suits, they're cooldown efficient as long as they don't put on modules. So like the 320 cost suits that require modules to function usually aren't as good as suits like the Chibiak guy. It doesn't need modules. Those modules usually come in the form of the quick switch, the weapon. There's just certain suits that's got really those weapons that are really slow to wield. But to put on the modules for melee focus suit like the Kaka, I don't think it's worth it. Because usually when you go to melee, it means that you're going to die. All the same douchebags. This time it's definitely fire rat guy. And instead of the Thunderbolt Zaku. Thunderbolt Zaku's fine. I feel like the Hyzak might be better. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do okay. I guess I should cover this. Whoops. Pain in the ass having to switch to shift the chat blocker Yazan. We're going full C, apparently. Then after that, supply ship. Exijuni? I guess we're not going full C. Wait, what were we calling? I thought we were going. I'm confused. Ouch! Alright. I read that wrong. Just nuke as fast as possible on C, is what he said. So as soon as we get the nuke, he wants to drop it. I didn't need to bring Birdman Kaka. Shit. So what's nice about Birdman Kaka is that even in the like in Wig Out mode, you can still switch to different weapons. But now I'm in Wig Out mode for far longer than I need to. No, not the fucking what? Thank you, log-on system. Because I didn't want to log on to the nearly dead Double Zeta Gundam. No, I wanted to log on to that full armored, fully healed, whatever suit that I wouldn't have been able to kill with my machine guns. Shouldn't have logged. Should have just trusted my force instincts. Why aren't you just going now? think we made the move a little too early. So people that get over impetuous and move towards the goal or whatever, the objective, earlier than the specified time, gives the enemy warning that we're running that route, so it's bad. Usually if a guy says, at this point, everyone should just go at that specified point, instead of a couple guys forging ahead early. Oh, that's why Chibiaka can't grab that nuke anyway. Someone kept it alive. No, no, fumble. Oh, but some guys made it to the base. The nuke didn't, but I think a couple Geos made it to base. Can't. Had a hard time shooting between the Geos. There! Oh, I got him with the net or the jam grenade's awesome. Hey. 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 You like sand in your eyes? Hey. Oh, I missed. No, grenades! Yeah, Aiden, I get what you're feeling. I feel your pain. This game does everything possible to, like, break the spirit of the lore of Gundam. Here they come. Still on 30-second cooldown. Here they come. Saying here they come, but they're not coming. It's bogey. Where's the rest of them? Probably on the north, south. Let's go here. It's bogey again. Man, bogey, we keep running into each other, dude. I'm sorry. Keep an eye on the map. One eye on the map. Make sure they're not going funny places. Let's recall. Let's recall back here. Yeah, in center. What is that? Hi. Now I'm on some ammo. Oh. going again. Emerald's coming down. Come down, Emerald. Ah! Like the Thunderbolt, the Thunderbolt Zaku, I think. It's like the only suit that's allowed to just suckle on. Hold on. Ace points because Thunderbolt Zaku can actually kill one with his 3 burst. It does so much damage. Bogey. Yay, bogey. 6枠の 10. Oh, let me go die here first. Where are they? Hey. Hey. Alright, and we're running C again, so I'm gonna do that with the Song Otori. He dropped the fat uncle as a decoy. So we're gonna Birdman our way to victory. Kaka. Go, go, go. Yeah, Geos are getting through. So Geos don't get stunned, unlike the Birdman. Now what? They might come down this way, so maybe we should prepare for that on Thunderbolt. Look, okay, never mind. Nice, someone made it to B. Oh, you know what? Birdman should go for B. It should. Because base B is a big tray. Okay. I gotta learn the ways of base hitting. So I'll do it. This is pretty awesome. We're winning against the tryhard needs, but their leader isn't here. Talking about the Federation. Shinda hito taiki. Okay, people that died stand by. Stand by for what? Here? Did we go here? I guess so, because he dropped it. Oh, alright, 8:20:30. Oh, okay. 8:20. a lot of typing going on. Oh, that's the Pale Rider Original. Man, Texas Colony is so busy. They're warping all over the place. Throwing sand in your eyes. Oh, look at him run. Sand. That's it! Just stand by here in case they counterattack. Maybe not. They're not pushing. Sunga. Holy fuck! Those beams hurt. I was getting hit by 2 of those. Oh, those could have been tasty points for me. Let's focus on winning. What is this? That is curious. What is that? No, we're still good. Shit. Alright, let's take care of. I think I can leave. I think I get healed from somewhere. Guess this one. Megaane. But they could make a nuke run at 7. Just gonna keep that map open. Thunderbolt Zanku strategy of stick gun in enemy mouth. Fire. gonna cacao yet. We're good. Our team is diligent as shit. It's pretty awesome. Oh, they dropped it. Oh man! Guess I shouldn't have recalled. Those are points I could have had. Center don't matter anymore. We should have this. Let's go back here. Piss! Ah, no overheating. Ah! Let's drop with Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, that guy. TV, that guy. No, north. Oh, is that guy seriously running nuke? That'd be awesome. Touchdown? No, no touchdown. Alright. Well, that was a nice attempt. Yay. $2,000 points on this guy. Dude, this guy did 100,000 base damage. Where? Yeah. People are like, what? 100k base damage. What? Yasmin's like, what? Oh, you still can't see it. Oh, whatever. And well, he's sitting at 2,000 points too. That's insanity. Alright, but I am done for today. I need to work out and shower. So I might be back later, but every time I say I'll be back later, I usually don't come back later, so I guess we'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming out. See you later. Bye.